Africa's biggest oil refinery has been opened in Nigeria, where it is hoped it will alleviate chronic fuel shortages. Nigeria is a major oil producer, but most of this is sent abroad while it has to import the refined fuel used in vehicles and elsewhere. As a result, the country often faces chronic fuel shortages. This is the problem that the $19 billion refinery, owned by Africa's richest man, Aliko Dangote, is intended to tackle. This is a game changer for the Nigerian people, said President Muhammadu Buhari. The plant, which is not yet operational, has the capacity to produce about 650,000 barrels of petroleum products a day, more than enough to supply the country's needs. It also includes a power station, deep seaport, and fertilizer plant. Nigeria's existing refineries have been completely shut down for over 3 years owing to oil theft, pipeline vandalism, and structural neglect. At Monday's launch, Mr. Dangote outlined his hopes for the refinery. Our first goal is to ramp up production of the various products to ensure that within this year, we are able to fully satisfy the nation's demand for quality products. However, it is not clear what impact the plant will have on the price of fuel in a country where retail prices are subsidized. The government says these subsidies will soon be removed. Last year, they took up nearly a third of the national budget. It is also not clear how the refinery will get its oil, as there is no pipeline connecting it to Nigeria's oil fields. I'm assuming they'd use ships and barges to supply crude to the refinery, oil and gas expert Henry Adigan told the BBC. Mr. Dangote's plant in Lagos, which took nearly 7 years to build, is said to be the world's largest single-train refinery, meaning the plant has one integrated distillery system which can produce a variety of products and petrochemicals, instead of having different units for each type of product. It is one of the last major projects to be inaugurated by President Buhari, who steps down next week after serving 2 terms in office. He will hand power to Bola Tinubu, who won disputed presidential elections in February. In addition to creating tens of thousands of jobs, authorities believe the refinery could boost fuel supplies across Africa at a time when some of its refineries are operating far below capacity. Addressing several heads of African nations at the opening ceremony, Muhammadu said the project shows the importance of partnering with the private sector to accelerate economic growth across the continent. Some analysts believe the capacity of the refinery could be limited as Nigeria battles massive oil theft that has caused crude production to drop to a multi-decade low in recent months, affecting government earnings and limiting capacity to execute important projects. The Dangote refinery is not a silver bullet for all the problems in the energy sector in Nigeria, said Olufola Wusu, an oil and gas expert who was part of a team that helped review Nigeria's gas policy. Wusu, however, said it is a great start to reviving the sector. It will solve the problem of creating a domestic capacity for refined products and basically going to provide a new industry different from an import-dependent one. He added, the refinery will meet 100% of the Nigerian requirement of all refined products and also have a surplus of each of these products for export. Dangote Petroleum Refinery is a multi-billion-dollar project that will create a market for $21 billion per annum of Nigerian crude. It is designed to process Nigerian crude with the ability to also process other crudes. The Dangote Petroleum Refinery covers a land area of approximately 2,635 hectares, which about 6 times the size of Victoria Island. The infrastructure facilities include a pipeline system, access roads, tank storage facilities, and crude and product handling facilities. A marine terminal, including a breakwater, jetty, and harbor, has also been developed as part of the project. Other facilities developed to support the project include an administrative building, guardhouses, fire station, and pump stations. Furthermore, the refinery complex will house a fertilizer plant, which will utilize the refinery byproducts as raw materials. A group of local and international banks led by Standard Chartered Bank had agreed to provide a $3.3 billion syndicated loan facility for the project. The United States Trade and Development Agency is providing a $0.997 million training grant for the human resource development for the refinery operations.